Hi, I'm Lynn with AccuQuilt, and I've got some exciting news. We've got 2 new sizes of the Go die adapters for studio. Yay! We heard you. We know there's quite a few of you out there that really want this, so we're so excited to bring these 2 adapters to you. Now, we've still got the existing 10 by 12, which I've got up here, that is for your smaller Go dies, and the 10 by 24, which is great if you've got Go strip dies or the 10 by 24 size dies. Now the new sizes, I've got one right here. It is, this one's 14 3/4 by 19. This die adapter fits perfectly in your standard size studio tray that comes with your Studio 2 fabric cutter. And then in the tray here, I've got the 14 3/4 by 26.5 inch die adapter that fits in the extended super giant die tray. So if you have the extended tray, this is a great choice for you. So what does this mean? Now you can cut Go Big dies with your Studio 2 fabric cutter. You can cut more than 500 AccuQuilt dies between Go dies and Studio dies with your Studio 2 fabric cutter. How exciting is that? It's just great. We're so excited for you too. And I want to show you how this works next. So first you're going to put the adapter in your tray, like I have here, and then next we put the die on top of the adapter, and you want to have the Go die with the foam side up. And what I'm using here is one of the Go Big dies with the circles. Next comes your fabric. Now here's a key thing that you want to keep in mind when you're cutting a number of layers of fabric with your Studio 2 fabric cutter. If you're using Go dies, the number of layers is dependent on the type of die. So with Go dies, 100% cotton fabric, you can cut up to 6 layers. If you've got your fabric pre-fused, like I do here, it's up to 4 layers with Go dies. So keep that in mind. So as we layer our fabric on here, we're using the 2-tone foam to help with our placement, which is great. And then the next key thing that I want you to keep in mind is the type of cutting plastic that you use is dependent on the machine. So we're using the Studio 2 fabric cutter. We want to use the Studio cutting plastic. And so that goes on top next. And then we just roll it through. And that's normal, that popping sound, if you've got a new sheet of cutting plastic. So we're going to slide that right off there. And then we've got our perfectly cut shapes. So there you go. And imagine how long it would take to cut these circles by hand, those of you out there that have tried that. One thing I forgot to mention that is also great with your Go die adapters for Studio is that you can also cut the dies that are in your Go cubes. So that's another added benefit with using the Go die adapters with your Studio 2 fabric cutter. So the adapters are available now on AccuQuilt.com. We'd also love it if you join us on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. At AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more.